And don't elect a leader who would insult world figures at the UN. Yenuya Bema, former minister, works in Housing, and again, is a member of the Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia campaign team. Lawyer attaching and it is Ankomowi at the two genre. Now, what brought the two jano? Ya bomoding edgy na no ekasa na wode nkobono edi mayeng na minim say ye share dwumedi na se no what say na mebo sa voice no na ye Ghana ye mrahye bedwam so no ye speaker oda mrahye bedwam na no speaker Alban Sumana Bagbin Sabri ye minority leader Alexander Apenyo Makens Omo citing for contempt. Now, Oma refer issue to the Privileges Committee for further investigation. Now, come on, when you because your rep our parliament or your minority the crowd. Some press conference. And you know, your baba modern call a Ghana Rasha now said the community every minority for an now Yakako Jason Komoi now yedi a bring a tier 4. And again, you remember this particular story. Sad story we the Honorable MP for Pandai, Honorable Batin Jindam, Nasam na ebeto dwa sabri. Omkojina asem dibia yesi yebunu for. Judge General say Pandai constituency parliamentary elections no one ensan kono mkotubio. Na nkomo we beto dwa na. And that's a decision way by na ehwa na Honorable MP no, modern, appeal the decision of the Tamale High Court. Now, appeal the decision no was also a call. The appeals court said they should stay the execution of the decision of the High Court. Every Tamale court or by and you know, uncommon ways so akwakosi saying. Say then na speaker aka speaker abomodinga tunenum tu. And come so and ya dia yebe kam yetie for na wie live here on SOMPA 106.5 FM. But the my enkoso ne enka obi e Pandai MP Honorable Martin Yinam come aye ne di ofi ha no yanko bio na yanko tie dia okan. Abusha for because I have said SOMPA 106.5 FM Forgotten Country. Yeah, Bema, Honorable MP for Kandai. I am Matthew Yinam, and what is Namino Noidin Commodore Basabri. Ya call a Ghana Rashebedrim, Ghana's Parliament, na any parliamentary correspondent no Akujin Komo. Aboche Jakunevi, Forgotten Country, others say. Now, what point to say?
Me we no say.
Marakwa, ya pa. Na Sabre, bidim say, who Ghana Rashebedrim, na Nkomobe na between the boy and a free and Rashebedrim.
Me da say, Abochi. Eye ndai abatron peso so ruling na eba ye bra eye court asetena efa eye pandai MP no ni dibra na ikuta no se mrashebedwani ewo abatron peso so no court asanso ahyese eho benyan se o se ye to aba ne biu ewo honom a obi be frɛ no by election nti eno enkomodie na ene Speaker of Parliament, Sarah ABOTCHIE Osmani Babi, Etna na kunya ketimu, omubobo hu, eka hu stemne fania, stemne dibira akwa kusie. Ebeto judge say, ye declare a year constituency no seat. Near 10 years, a year speaker, I refer case no, ede ama, in Benfo committee on betna, a year assembly eso, na omashe. Ebiu. Eye mrashebedwani a wonu sisi ya yesesi won akwakoto ababiu no wono ne de no akwakoye te se abrene dombi obetimi aba mrashebedwani aba bedi ne dwuma sane wo pe no nemum asem no sane mpanifo e de atodwa no omo tena se e wo ho ahwe e ho nsem no sane sifate ebra eye electoral commission so ama e ho enda kakra wo mo hwe se ebrene beso no betimi e de akwakoto wo mo aba na sesie insuno eye yera afenyoma kinso ena yera Speaker of Parliament RFA no edeno ama eye privilege committee ewo nyeme bia omususu se enkoso na ombehwe na formatwen na adwen esiso ti eno nkomodie ena ekoso omawie eno mienu ho nsem kan ma sesie ya mikasa die na ekoso chamber no.
Unfortunately, we have lost a Ponchichenku, a parliamentary correspondent, but we are still trying very hard to establish contact with him. Said commodity and no and common mind because himself Honorable Apenyo Markins, then Sambia Ebetuja, a baby more no once Ghana had so almost elected a parliamentary delegation to the ECOWAS parliament now a mushada selected a year Ghana Yemrashebedwafo Obubeko but Honorable Apenyo Markins, a dear Omodiko ECOWAS Parliament, and none didn't can be. And so copy more. Now, copy mono at the Bentimu Hasabi Ecobaye. Now, Wayna, a year, Freddy Speaker said, Debbie, dear, why any dear, a idea was so much nason. And Tianuntina is Asamuno at Daho. Now, upon the Piasama Cobb, you no one who has Guasam so walker until Twasumayang.
Medasabuchi. Says, no near Kusi, a woman, Shebedwani chamber on 2026 budget. Era Kessela to forcing so for she Sikastan so Edibetuja, Efa, a fin pinu, any a year, a dununcia, or minor home Masicano, the home abu. Rebecca is here for any da, Mashebija 4, at last day, or a semi one stone be debated, now on my pay a book, my stibre, semi speaker. Eddie kind Akasa Edia found in Tino. The NFC Honoma, I bring it on the Ambe Pimu over Shino, a bayan common for.
All right, by now say now minority for no say year press conference been the way.
Press conference na shedam engine so na enano enam so ewo eye pandai nsem bi ho dom kuma for no frame na shebija more friends and for in share more na enomo ena wahene minority leader Alexander Afenyo Markins kasadia to get him say here yekase woka in Cranchesem at the ato at the ama a year pandai constituency no so mo say omoma shebedwani omunim say yato abadiama no mfimfini no na ye dunu nan mo ono a ene mra shebedwani a omo sum or the sum omo na ekame say enya ade a ombetena so ahwe say nia eye ruling no aba e de etia omo e de afa say omo mra hye bedwani tumi ekuta no say mra hye bedwani no yenyi fenfin say no omo kire say omo de omo ntana say enye hwe han sa ni mum kwanshe say no beka e de ato eye adehia ewo ndai say omo to so enye gidie ewo mo mra hye bedwani anamu na omo hwe say abeni dombia no obesum wo mu ewo eye nokware ene afensu no eye ahofama emu nti eno nkomodi a eno ampokrampo no eye press conference a domkuma no efreye ne central for kasafa pandai abato insemiso no ehun bi ena metun dia ma yetifo.
All right, so point check we better. Well, now no how was he feeling? Was he happy? Who had any JB wonimu? And also wa boto kakra.
No kwasem ni eno ane ne nyina no yɛmfa yɛn ho nhyɛ ne shoes no sɛ anigya na ɛwɔ ne mu bra odi wura mra hyɛ bedafie afie January mu ɛma yɛsua in ɛnyɛ noa
ba wohwɛ sɛ deɛ wo describing ne mood ne sɛ ne mood ne nhyɛ da NCP papa Kwame so how is he relating with the fellow members of parliament, especially those on the majority side? How is he relating to them?
Abochi, well, your best pokra, Domkuma, no converse in Isra, or Mashibiji. Na ye be feeling. And come to say, Omon Sanson Cobwabom, when Sanson Cotua baby, or constituency one. You see, Domkuma, or when in Stampe, Sabi, a bit a kawa, and Yama, a bit few so into Eastern say already no, numbers no, or privilege see her. Into Sep Pandai with that Pandai. Ombeto aso ekutomo numbers no se ni sifate na nyina no eye emra ekasa edfa abato ho ho hyehyeye ebi na ene esi ewo mahebedani na brabum eno nti eye ade bi adomkuma na famu no omani nje ho na omo nsukura no omo anda ndinda se bi rule ne betini akode etia omo sei ameno mo de hye ho aba beka ye behwa entiempo kura ya tene chese edinu kwafi ase wo mo campaign o pandai ho nanso ma hyebedani a ye kana nsemu yi wo ma hyebedwafi ha no se ya domkuma nsentwo fo hye mo mo de tudachi mu se ma hyebedani ni no kusukuta ni dibre se ma hyebedani wo eye pandai ho no no enye enoa ne ade a ekoso ewa ha no se bia adechi mu nsem ana bi omu bi proceedings ene no na se bia o mbe kire se okay ne court na ka any ni speaker nso aka no magia to muninti no ehwa na montuo nso no stay and omo beye no ene no nso si a ye ma ye tifo aso enti won
yo ebusha for my enko ye nam ase pa na wi se mo bo modern a wo ba ya odi amane e dia boy en kama na e be sere se odi weni e be di akire e wo Ghana mrahye bedwam ho bibia to forma ebusua na wa ma ya so ate nyame nhyira pass ne amane ani amane a wo de boy but sese ano ye mo modern ye enko kwandae na ye nkotie eye de adehye no e ka e wo ho Anje bushafo say we the way they chira aye pandaya na de esi ohono say no Matthew no vote no Matthew no vote I think koboy ye bebo mo de chira but what to say
Prof nyame adaroma
bibia e kama de
nyame adaroma
nyame sisi we odi adom na dom ye odi adom na dom ye
but na say ase o ball enwuma che our father. Men can say. Macau.
Wakamate.
Empire dear.
Wakamate. It's the overseer bompire.
Home quad dear bompire.
Pioneer. I was here bompire. I was here bompire. That. Yeah, because empire there who here pa. Empire there who here because you couldn't go to empire, but them right. We are that yaba.
That's right. The program in Asia.
Yeah, with us. Now, you're about to say,
Yamiadum.
Bibi Abokore.
Adumadum.
There was a branch between chain.
Or the Quadum.
Or the Quadum. The Akenina, Kakra.
Wash ye.
Yes, Kakra.
And they send Alberto to one more.
Sure.
Because in Yanko Nipa Mobia, Pama. God has given everybody's will to him. And to all bumpire, so bumpire, Cassie Yeneja was through. Udin Hunter, Wahindi Mbra, your penya was through. Send ye was sassy so.
Sakebio.
Mat your penya was through. Send ye was sassy so.
Midasi.
Enti onyankopon wo opema obia but o bumpire na so bumpire ka che nyankopon say let your will in heaven be done on earth as it is on earth. Prof.
I'm into the spirits. Coca to say. That's also Mike and White. Coca Gagayo.
Yeah.
Bibi Abokore. Nyametiase. But in there, as who social media so bebre. Minim says what done a lawyer say we are there minim. We are to me more every court room na piero. A branch here audio money more PFS coca. And then say na mo court to me. Now mo piero na say coca crab bag be no see. Na say be we don cancel na.
Our Father in heaven, who makes today possible, grants their Son thy peace. Amen.
Yeah, that's it. But because of that, being come
so what now? Ne go about thing. Court now who say me call the MPP ni.
We MPP ni.
Won to me a MPP ni. Won to me a Ashanti
regional chairman. Aspiring to be
our biggest when it comes to numbers. Currently, baby, a majority of our parliamentarians, and then also the household of MPP. Penny for a normal baby into Senkrofo.
Yeah,
but still, Mr. say executives, let's start here free MPP. Ashanti region, from Council of Elders, the executives, the 46 constituencies. I'm a bit embarrassed
because
I think Yako Court, this is the 12th time in the short while, and none of the executives, just some few appointees. They said the former regional minister Aba, Sampain Aba, but the core. The 46 constituency chairman, the regional executives, Bako Krawaha. Sasubana Mudanedi, Ewo Yoko, and ye can one son on Maba. So first, near starting, near politicians for pet.
Yeah.
And you call TikTokers so. It be a first half we now can't. Or my afro no. Ibra appointment in the second session. They do who say who go there for you.
Why the Babajina witch?
Yeah.
Listen. Could it be that as a wound to me, bra or border? Ashanti region as the regional chairman, Olusu touched with the executives of the party in the region, and for that matter, in the constituencies are now Ashanti region and what we are seeing.
The fact that you might be an extrovert in a family, and just say, "Unya sema, unya nombeka sa unko no wenya entiko." Eye busia. And Tembia Mikasa is that don't forget why you joined the party. You joined the party as an association, and it's a family. One joining because of an individual. You didn't join because of an individual. It's a system. And it's only pakona anye bibi no one pa. There is a way you can go through the process and do things and right. But asemaba, let's go through him. Ntumo Parker said, none of you in his period or year Jumano, he's not been there for you. Loyalty.
And even with the national executives of the party, I don't see them rallying behind.
No, they are doing national, and then you also know, say, with the national, there is a lot of Juma Ekoso. There is elections, there is a lot of things out here, and it's a reason in Pennyphobia or Pennyphobia represents the party and the camp we belong to. So that's why you might see me all the time. A full representation and ensuring say yeba na the information konisa no me, I'm always there with him. We get there 8 o'clock. Whatever we need to do, we do. We make sure the bloggers come so that we also tell our story real time. You drew on this side, so that Chinebi Obeyanka said, "Yeah,
but let me share want to be no. I say now on your cheerful crowd.
How?
Per the looks on his face, you know, in the videos that I saw.
Which of them?
Oh, especially almost free courtroom now.
Hey, free courtroom now, we are facing the sun. And I will address it. Because and then two, first time now no or share glasses.
And there was a time there was one of the videos we saw. I mean, we are not to care. Yeah, I saw.
And then you could see conversation with the other side.
Yeah,
lawyer and we were having conversation because then there are certain things we needed to do. We needed to say thank you to some few peoples, and I wanted it done in a way say. Oh, buy and one yes snobbish one.
Are you? We are the PRCC now.
I'm ensuring that Bibi Abekoyi. Minye PR no lawyer no. I don't know if I'm a lawyer no. So Bibi
aside that,
yeah.
Are you the media liaison for him?
The lawyer is the media liaison and everything. Me wo to ensure that
as a friend,
as a party member. Mr. Ashanti region. But
is he your friend?
Yes. He's my boss or radio station. He's my chairman. Or a neck. Be a party member. Send your elbow who be an.
And in the court, no, court said,
a hono Diana make us a lawyer, and ask him no bit me. I can mean to inch him. Mean to mean chim, they book me see my bed.
All right, cook up with us. I've been going to come a minua imaso aquaba. I did back with the Jorobon, it's saying. First time having you here.
Yes, please. It's a pleasure.
It's a pleasure.
Me Bob Basso near Maswamu my Ghana.
Sure. I've
always said for democracy to thrive, you need the media to be very critical. On daily basis. I've monitored you for some time now. I think we ever had a chat on TikTok, and that is fine. And I think your studio is looking very nice, and that depicts the work you are doing.
Sure.
I think it's a pleasure once again, and we are all here to contribute our quota to national development. Without malice, but I mean, speaking to issues as it is. I mean, that's the most important.
Just you are coming to speak to the issues as it is.
Yeah, as it is.
Not at all.
I've always said that the democracy you're subscribing to know, it has evolved, said that it has no room for compromises with respect to emotions, the eternity, and so that is what I mean. It should be the focus. We have to evolve as a nation. If not, there are bread and butter issues that can be spoken about.
Sure.
So when we attach emotions, we don't face the issues as it is, and it's a pleasure once again being here.
All right,
that's what I was saying.
Okay, so within the political space now, so it's all to two in here. Ghana har niema akoseng ekoyi anase ensheda nkoyi papa, or you want to get the country as a party to a particular footing. Moduho.
Well, Ghana, we cannot intimate claim Ethiopia as if say everything is all right. But I shared near me in the time past, no, or the to now, you could see that there's a significant improvement. A typical example is I've always said so person who money, yeah. There are two issues you should be very critical of.
Try two issues near two
issues. Is about call the CD differentials with major currencies and being disciplined. Because if we see the any one, it has a cascading effect on a lot of micro indicators. One micro indicator is what debt accumulation. I've always heard my colleagues make the argument and they say when they came they added 3 folds, we added, but those things will be bizarre. We say what is the net effect? Because net effect in say with debts it increases your debt services and also by a burden on the Ghanaian taxpayer money. It increases or call your inflation and all those things. And when you're also very disciplined, you can have all but just getting as well. But we are reckless, it will derail your call your reserves. And I think that the nation relatively is better now because you have a good inflation now. You buy the Beijing inflation of 23.8%. I am a former target to do an inflation of 15% on month miti. You buy the project is an inflation of 11.9%. Even before media budget 13.7%, and then we can say inflation is 8%. We are targeting to end the year 6%. Me mama no kudwum koto oil no. Enye me na me baba ka chense o mana eden ayo. And I said niama eden I improve it. Me papa no koto fuel no. And now koto he knows. And I've always said at the pumps no, it doesn't respect MPP or NDC. It respect Ghanaians. To kwa koto fuel na, they not to iron rods no nim. They not to zinc no onim. There's still more room for improvement. But under the leadership of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama within the first 11 months, a lot of things is underway. A typical example about being disciplined. Discipline I can obukaya. It's in depth arrears in Kwan about 68 billion Ghana cedis. Finance Minister by or looking so bit 13 billion of those money. The first payments, 13 billion. Do you know the surprising thing? Na interest in Kwana cause 10 billion Ghana cedis. It means yetimi or mine yetimi a contract. Na contract near 3 million Ghana cedis. Ye interest ask no. Na interest accumulated to 10 billion Ghana cedis. Do you know what it can do? And so yes, relatively Ghana is on the right track. And no, it's not within me to say, because even IMF has been stated clearly. Okay, IMF project na economy under the ABF, the annual budget funding. Ghana, we cannot spend more than $250 million US on capital project. And Ubian says, it's about capital expenditure because it brings sustainable jobs, it increases the tax revenue system, and make the economy the age in a year. I'm afford the ceiling to it. So, Ben, I'm saying the good indicators into we have gone past that. And now we are under the Eurobond or the capital market, they are locked up. Today we are in the process of getting there. That can enable Ghana a bit more jiska at the capital project. And the typical and in the flash of it, I can't wait to see it ever happen at the Kumasi Expressway. And that will be the first in the kind. Of course, in Kroma Eden, AAB. But open the second, and I said the second person to have done that, none other but His Excellency, the nation builder. The track record is out there for everybody to see. John Dramani Mahama, who will be doing that monumental edifice within the Ghanaian space. It's a signature project, and the footprint will be very indelible. Say that years on years, that expressway, so John Dramani Mahama. We still have a lot of things to do. And in the budget, I call it the budget of life. This time around again, we have moved beyond what we call naming ceremony budget, but to budget of hope, budget of true reflection. And we are being confronted. We are on the right track, and I hope say God should protect His Excellency John Dramani Mahama within the next 4 years. We know that Ghana is on the right track too.
Mami, now I quickly, Mami Cook and China Cook's view on this particular subject. She say Ghana, the environment within which we find ourselves, say Nyama Ekuya na Sena Uno.
Ekuyi.
Baby sound.
Teacher for no musica no munyai.
Teacher for almost on the 18th of December. 18th of December.
Okay. Next is for ya for me.
CPD allowance na come once.
Me busa salary.
Oh, salary dey saba. But the CPD allowance, and on
Obia salary call.
Obia salary call. Salary.
Sure, Obia
salary.
University for salary call.
I know the minimum.
So Obia dear call.
Debbie, sir, who said me? Baby, my year Juma pen.
Salary call. Obia salary call.
David. The minimum I can't want some.
Obia salary.
Be the minimum say. Or Checheni be organa had here. Sabridi and a salary call.
Okay. That's what I can say. When him say governance is continuous.
Sure.
And governance is continuous. Chiremi adea nanado ba ya obeto ye o abandon one. Chiremi one project or ba ya na John Dramani Mahama started. Our abandon here.
You have the information.
No,
Debbie, you don't ask me to show you.
See,
no, please.
God in His own wisdom.
No, please.
Go me,
yes, you have your facts. So
God in His own wisdom created a car and created reverse. Unfortunately, car call reverse and Sisangiao. We are aware.
Sure.
Se car call here. What do share reverse? I never and call new baby because reverse now. Go first, go second. God has given John Dramani Mahama the opportunity to bridge the gap. No, sure, no obey. Also, no man be on finance and obey. So, I believe in his own wisdom. 4 years, 1 year, you can't really judge, assess a government and other things. Growth of an economy, growth of an economy is always about. You'll be a year and you'll be to us. Say early days. I mean, issues a lot of dishonesty in budget and
dishonesty
on a sanitary pad. Send your catcher. How much is being bought? And you see, I've worked with Total Family Health Organization before. I have sold sanitary pad before. I know sanitary pad. I know the various types of sanitary pad. And unfortunately, we are in modern times where the modern day woman may flow different. Osha sanitary pad na the chair na ofa SS on no. And no, me I believe will be a mistake. If it is an error, it should be corrected immediately. Near making sure say the quality is done. Me, I don't defend things damage you be reputation or now will be lifestyle. Me defend you. What has gone on is wrong. The Ministry of Education intentem na no omon hwe no omon resolve it. Na omon to the befitting sanitary pad and microphone if it's a policy, because sika gab na abano. I mean, how can a deputy minister call for a press conference and still not be sure of how much the sanitary pad was bought? So why was the press conference called? I think it was between 19 and 24. You are thinking at this point? No. When you call for a press conference, clarity. So I believe say is a 1 year 2025 revenue projections by 2026 revenue projections a slow down. Economic indicators are good, fine, but it has to be felt. It has to I have to feel it in the 24-hour economy, the 133 jobs, the nurses, the teachers that are home, all those things. I'm expecting say December to be so a Jumara business, and I'm expecting say it will create a lot of jobs. The 1 million coders, I'm expecting say 2026 we'll have 1 million youth getting jobs. So
but this sanitary pads issue that we can wasabi meaning say government response no idea we
saying
the response to the sanitary pads issue we
say figures now
because meaning say minority accuse a government of inflaming the price.
Yes,
that the inflation of the price, they quoted the price has been 45 cedis per pack, right?
Yes.
Now, I'm looking at 45 cedis per pack, a call Vincent is a four, I can't say. But Oko market now price is between 15 and 25.
No, yes, I know. Amount of buy.
Nyabotre. And what the two jam. Now, as some government, they can say. The education minister, Haruna Idrisu, dismisses our calculations now as if we are a year, saying now a year incorrect, saying that the total procurement of the partner is over 12 million packs and not the 6.6 million as claimed by the minority. It is a calculation now. The calculation comes back to between 19 and 24 cedis per pack.
Abotchie.
Yes.
It is untrue.
It is not true.
Because when you budget, opposition natural, minority natural budget, it was stated clearly in the budget that almost 6.6. So if it's what Ross are, then what you need to do is come back and say that yes, there was an error with the document. Because what this document is proved. One read the figures now, and figures no on the quantity now, and we are division now, amount 45. So what you have stated in the budget, 6.6 million. What you say? About saying, and a document that Ukurano, it says one thing, but the practical figures are different. And only baby are worrying one. Hey, Omodia. Just let the Ghanaian know that you are telling the truth. How do you say one thing that is in the document that what present here? Yebeka archive, actually be a week of far, ebe can't say. Now in the public domain, you are saying a different thing. Sa honor the issue, no. But just what you say. Opa be budget, no. Mi colleague waha. Obet me agacho. The figures, there is nothing like 12 million in the budget. There is nothing like 12 million in the budget. And if you remember, the Omokachire, and there was an artwork during that time, and they posted on the Ministry of Finance wall early December, in early January. Say budget sanitary pad price. So those are the figures we are working with. Unless there are different figures here.
Okay, my friend is saying,
it's interesting. I think
it's very interesting.
I mean, I don't believe in politics of trying to always equalize, trying to bring the past. Now they are better to net. I've always believed that we should move beyond that. Now, the oyedma mo 8 years someone fanya no mantimanya and no year no mo ankasa pepraba, and they want to bring this conversation or start to be nurses once them.
But before I think he made some point, but I want to refer to the points that he made concerning the allocation being stated in the budget statement. What I have over here, that is a 2025 budget, the government allocated 292 million to purchase 3.1 million packs of sanitary pads. That's according to Graphic Online. But the 2026 budget, the same amount, 292 million, was reportedly spent to procure 6.6 million packs. So it means that what Kuka is saying.
No, but you see,
yes.
What these people are trying to do now, they are trying to lend a black wire, but they are not doing it well. You know why?
Why?
A black wire does this now. Oh no, will intercept the receipts. I would have told that particular thing to arrive and say, oh, you see one item, it is costing this amount. What he's saying, it is just based on what called normal calculation, based on conjecture, on only to say, because your company is different. Okay, time a black or vet in the same place and type of any issues about side tipper track near the and a black woman said, no, you are completely getting it wrong because this is a company or not about what tax. There's a difference between government buying or trying to procure goods from a particular company, and there's a difference between an ordinary Ghanaian or Koto. What I'm saying is, on what documents now, as if for the educators, what receipt does it have to that effect? So now you have come at the minister or no in charge, you know.
But he's basing
no on what calculation, but on what company?
Calculation because the budget talks about procuring the amount spent on 6.6 million packs. So for the 6.6 million packs, only divided by the total amount, the total budgeted figure, you come out with the price range of the cost of one pack.
You know the mistake.
What is the mistake?
You see, there's a difference between budget allocation and releases. Have you showed interest in how much was released to that effect? I can give you budget allocation, but I think they don't allocate the same amount. So the question here should be that how much did the government release for the purchase of the sanitary pad? Trying to neglect the allocation. A typical example: under your time you allocated 1.1 billion for road fund. Do you know how much you release at the end of the year? So let's not confuse it. Let's be interested in the actuals. Who per budget performance now? Don't be interested in the allocation. Be interested in say I feel the projected did you achieve it? Then we can begin the conversation. That's the point I'm making. So on that tangent, you see, they're always wishing and praying there. So matters that they just try to bring it up. But to be very honest with you, this our friend, they have even tried to ridicule the policy of the sanitary pad. But who be owning the brain behind the sanitary pad now? It's a very laudable policy. Because
nobody is that me for me from where I sit.
Yes, but
I've been within the education sector and minimum and drop out because of some of these issues.
Yes.
Taba some of the told ya na amanfo be ridicule on and I'm so moody muti kesi.
That's fine.
Ya na ewo kronki to mo kwe bi ase a akoda bi ho on timi mba school obunensa.
Yeah.
And I did a hard drink. And this one is a step in the right direction.
Yes.
But we are saying, when you look at the
so I'm saying that conversation will be valid.
Yes.
It will stand the test of time. Say what to me, say me catch him say you release this amount by first quarter, second quarter to buy those things. Then we can have a very solid discussion. But to rely on allocations, I can tell you, okay, maybe government did not release full allocation to that effect.
But you have information on the releases.
No, I'm not privileged to that the actual releases. I only know the allocation for, but for the first quarter, second quarter, I've not been there. So if you can get that, then we can begin that conversation. But to just the argument say it's based on the 292 million Ghana cedis. That is the debate they're based on, and I don't know where they had this issue from. And the minister Abeka said it's not true. It's not the case. And now to catch them say minister after press conference, I think, and they could too as in so beautiful. When His Excellency John Dramani Mahama called in Sarfo Road, when the sister station, I don't to be precise, he could not even speak to the issue. He was a sector minister. We could a deputy minister. So please, issues about say I think we should not pay relevance to those things. But the point is that, like I've indicated, nurses when I'm making nurses for okay, one hour for 18,000. You won't mean financial clearance. It's not just about mouth. And no need you. And these are buying we have to find space in the budget to accommodate those 13,000 nurses. At least one you be more monochrono. If you could not do that, then you buy praise us for at least for once. In opposition, you be able to oppose you. It's not everything you opposes. One is laudable, and Mr. Abochi, are you not surprised for the first time? Say your kind budget. You have key figures in the MPP praising the budget. A typical example is no less a person who boost so much money. And your honorable could do upon chroma on peace. Say for the commencement certificate now, finance minister they buy. That idea alone is very laudable. You know why? You have to an arrears debt of 68 billion Ghana cedis. Senior man for the buy. As if say no enough. Your former deputy health minister, which happened to be in the same field I made the medical doctor for that matter, Okuboy, is praising the innovation or the policy world board. Look at the influence at their brain. And so at least the indications, the everything on set is pointing to the right direction.
All right.
And that is what I would say as far as the concerned.
Koga, you have something to say before we proceed?
I still stand where I stand. It's 1 year. I know what John Dramani Mahama can do. Me mpre me ho and PROF bebre. No, rhyme. And I enjoy the rhyme. I'll leave him to keep rhyming. But the time will come when we will ask how many schools were built, how many hospitals. In modern day, when people are building hospitals, a learned man came out to say that if you look at the cost figures, it will take about 100 and something years before the Agenda 111 will be completed. But this government is excited that EAC hospitals also pay cheap compound, and it's sad. So let's leave it. They have a plan.
But from where you sit, they say they never done the kwanso.
Kwameso.
Never kuye.
And I me ti AC man favorite me no.
What AC man favorite? Hey, and I'm so me how what debe.
Yeah. So the njuma wo ye. Yeah, njuma wo ye.
Go. But
Obiao. No, listen, let me say this. I appreciate his firm knowledge. Me appreciate ne firm knowledge or normal or canon,
yeah.
Any senior kono is good. Every party young crofwa to me a chem ama. But Mr. Ojina say ye ko chele December dru brunye ba onya butre. Because from 1st February there.
But I say, who's $1 every 11:30?
Oh, nyabutre. Don't Brahmani mama catch you say dollar nangasan between 12 and 14. Nyabutre.
Between 10 and 12.
You nyabutre. Oh, there's another one. Me say nyabutre. Asemba yeden nyabutre. When it is going, it will come. Me say the only timer car yes say gear call reverse one will be a car copy my horses are gears da front na wo kwa utumi system ntinya abotre waka no normal me baby am wo no me ni adwuma bi aye o de obeka no na mahwe de obeye no na mahwe na ma draw tangent line no na mahwe o kan so obeye se o kan se be se. And from February dia be di odo ebe ye de sata no ma grow ni nyinesi na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia lead me na lectures papa na start
lectures be start
na duma na si na ye gina ho
economy was economy
ye neck press no ye neck press no ye be human submarine yeah neck press no and yes how come na me gira wo so ahye nsuo magasa na otumi di normal na wo kan so wa ye ne ba ni akoye nim ti ni anya abutre
mama na wa say no ye betwa ye ho ababada I na be person o se ye be call aye afidegwe ya na kwanhia si pa e wo se ye fa sa kwanya bi so na ye kasa kira driver fo edu sa time ye amanfo tu kwan
enye a driver for ni yes ye kasa
why mo na wo se ye kasa kira o kuka
ye besre say Ghana police from now till 20th let's say IGP ni MTTD say omun release omun crofo no mu kwan so o light nye adwuma ye nchew
sure
ubi bia nye adwuma o kan no ho no ye nchew you
sure
you who saw driving ansa ni unwanted normal wo car no mu a you hwe ye start sa normal way a na fines no emu eden na 2 weeks ebi a wo kon wan wo kon sa wo makopra e clean ho a ebe sesan enye message ni kra o se wo feel say ye betwe waso a wo ye hesitant more but akoya ti say de bia ye kai me feel so bi obeba ha bia no ye be start show na one how but like no be to ama no wahu sa no ma no me feel say we have ye won crofo bebro mu onim de police for bebro omwo education ye nche crofo me kan de bia say adwuma ba ko menya ka mepe
police
ye nye me MTTD boss
sir
can I increase revenue am Ghana can I increase revenue and no say me the accountants ebe gyina kwa ho any science police officers no so light na dum no ka physics a kyerɛwa na ka kyɛn so kwa akɔ fixe utie wi na kɔ fixe se yama maintenance culture on our cars and ni e ka se ye education keka emwa wo trotro driver nim se car no kura no brakes ne nye but for say so ye adwuma no de onye sika koto brake
you know.
Na afa na nisu kakra obeti ba na ode Ghana yare na ba wakofo osofo wampere wakofa imam no wakofa MP nkrofo miensa we ba unko police station bio ye nyai sa me I feel say ehwo ne ye problem
Jan 12
no police entinsi kwano so na make sure say cars are wholesome and wealthy on the road
mame na wase mame ko na he has the name Kwabra Sante and or see about Abaso for the kind of submission now. Oh yeah, but would want to find out from you.
I think say in Sanumnumpo on my own observation is better off. Idea very critical. I say police say ni wakano e mo money ko the car maintenance. Hwe and na krum ha trotro mo hai u trotro car bi mo. You ask yourself say enti die pana what is the motivation about driving in the meter faka we see kwanso me dey ko adwuma. There's no maintenance and all of that. Police need so work hu saade no. E just can then allow the person to go. That is where my problem is. What is can we know ensure
say won ko fixing the car.
And do you know the trend na no. And you say be hu me bra kuka the car no say light near there enya adwuma. And na so oji 20 Ghana cedi free no 100 no. Or some baby the next day do another wipe me onim say what 20 Ghana no money period of 1 week without insurance say China men fast problem the be fa kwan we be as we need 20 Ghana we then we a particular time range. So I think that we should be very careful. Like season basi na enyeme bebre then because those on the religious aspect say banasa na other forces dey ejuma, but we as human I've always say yenye niema you control over spirituality. No, I don't have control over it
because I have some statistics here for first half of 2025.
Okay,
a total of 1,504 lives were lost in road accidents,
okay, representing
21.6% increase from 1,237 deaths in the same period of year 2024.
Okay.
Information we may find or graphic online.
Okay.
Nakai said this period also recorded 7,289 accidents compared to 6,653 in 2024, with injuries rising to 8,364 from 7,560.
The research
all right.
The festive season accidents is realized and recorded from latter January. Enti say affected 2025. Ebeba bebre 2026. And a data also any real time data collection accumulated. Adeɛ baako so a ɛsɛ yɛhwɛ ne yɛka ho asɛm say yama data ne say it's very unfair to use in any way. How many of these accidents are human faults? How many are road worthy? How many are kwano?
Okay, but let me give you a breakdown. Speeding contributes to over no monsa edikaka and a wrongful overtaking.
What problem no? Once you are in a lump sum. You are in a lump sum. What you say? Me who say, oh, omo no musano. Majority of that accident,
okay, so you've given me a tax. I'll have to look for those information.
What you say?
Yeah.
And no, and a boa, and now waiting. I can say, okay, interim no, me mango, akoha, near son. Mammy can show a death trap. A way you crew must is spinters. And I beg you, Mr. Also be yes, Juma, we are mammy. One of the new kwana my flower parts.
Yeah.
I see a air call. Your friends and spinters no I call Andy Wall there be Spintex New Road, no.
Yeah.
They are doing man it, no. There is a church called Synagogue. Wednesdays, any Sundays, omo block kwan e de car park. Na ya convert we no aye no come go. And it's a dangerous thing. And a lot of warehouses na wo ho no so the car park. One say a speed lane into outer lanes ni nyina no for omo be ye initiation omo be 10 and ase bibi. Trucks agi ho nyina. And Oma ye traffic light ni ho runabout be a wo hon eye ni nyina akohye sei and a runabout no every morning san runabout no e former way fee nanim Atamils every morning we bedru no accident in secret na 2 cars aye 2
dentra
because e kwan no speed ramp ni ho ene sa anoma ene speed road into omudru no omu ye initiation na opese instead of obey use outer lane or by inner lane na car na to.
But also anything can say the major cause of road accidents about 80% speed.
Yes, but baby America no ye speed drama do ye speed drama no sebi make us on scientific or yes or ye because baby why speed drums no any baby we jano no bra anopa say o driving na o do ho na cars ba we chia na usuro because say o slow down say o go through we na obi be ball to ma witness to enumere only parko no lose guard kekewo no abobi. And all these things are not recorded because that time no akofa towing car ni abetu.
Okay, so meaning accident cases really about 40 to 50% are not recorded because and yes you hear na omanka so mate omwase na omato car no at the free Enko police station. So what I say,
yes.
But these figures we are having the recorded ones from the MTTD division of the Ghana Police Service. But I remember on speeding how do we control our driver? Because when you say baby tremono now you are posting for mujina kwan so we use speed guns. Say who's has speed guns now or money check speeding.
Yes, so the speeding it will be difficult. Especially share on mine day one because like you are saying, even the speed gun now can how many cars na okrum ha when you point the gun at them and say can able to tell you the speed we are independent the echo. Here no on the issue about speeding they bit my boy basically be education. Yes, because that's what we can see. And then all also boils down to the road network and so. I mean as politicians we should also discount that. But
enforcement
yes.
Of the road traffic regulations.
Precisely. So I think
I know I can enforcement release more police people in there.
On the yes, and then this time around no. So even if say na me call Legon, dinamite kam ti ye do once of go city move ahead na ko animo na traffic light be ho ti na I saw red the driver could have moved. And I'm catch say I don't want to move because my they just move. No say there be was say to me yes na who could renew ya yes near accumulated there amount. You know what that means? And I'm so be a catcher than to know the punishment deterred him. The me can't say when the police add them kwana ubechi baku mi by way of what overspeed in there they should mete out serious sanctions to them. Or kwa no so never for to ring in his mind ebe you say hey there be me bra kwab na koye no ye bon ka say na never hear me say crying then no so I also be minded. So the sanctions and the punishment is very key in this case. Education we can always do it, but when you wouldn't conform the compliance now, we always go around and come around on this same message because it's always sad. Like you say, maybe do so accident sometimes be highly avoidable, highly avoidable. And so you best say your drivers want to say for much they should be careful on some of this.
And I want to say drivers no crowd to the be I know we shed down. Say this time around I say passengers the bebu. Akwentufo no bedoso enti no driver ni bia opeso okọ no bantam and no nedi of how no bad
no omu machi kra na say bia 2 cars enyina e call La Paz na ba ku dia ni na ba ku speed ya o passenger crowd person of kra no wan hwe kra e be why abasa. And so all these things sometimes is highly avoidable.
That is just by the way, but try very hard to speak to the deputy national PRO for the GPRCU, so we can ask him plans are GPRCU. You know, they go akwemwa wɔn de ɛfa so ɛde etu wɔn adrama for no fo because akwanhyia no ɛyɛ ade a eku yɛn paa sabere yɛbɛkɔ na yɛtwa yɛn ho aba sisi a na yɛbɛto nkɔmɔdie no so but I'm told sɛ yɛnya ɛyɛ yɛn nua bɛrima no ahoma no so a yɛn no ɛba bɛdi nkɔmɔ ɛyɛ owura Samuel Amoa a yɛn no ba bɛdi nkɔmɔ na why cry do ana Samuel Amoa cry do ana all right my ntwa ho bra sisi a
Wontumi nkyerɛ nea wo ba ani bɛkyɛ mu anaa deɛ ɔbɛyɛ daakye nanso wobɛtumi aboa no ama n'anya apɔmuden firi ne mmɔfraase Yamvita a yɛde milk papa bi ne Nutrivi ayɛ yɛ nkwadaa aduane a ɛyɛ de na ahoɔden a ɛwɔ mu no boa mmɔfra apɔmuden ane o mpanimfoɔ so ani gye ho paa ma wo ba no apɔmuden firi ne mmɔfraase Yamvita gumo hodo bebree a delicious way to grow FDA agi edwadie yi nkrato yato
Sompa achedie
2025 Yaba
Bible say nyame sompa pa ne say obi kon nyanka ene ewisia mobo enu ti na sompa 93.1 Kumase
Sompa 106.1 Techiman
90.7 Enkransa
101.1 Takwa
98.9 Sunyane
Ana Sompa 106.5 Accra
Yaka bom se bronyen yebema enisia ene ekrafo edidi na yenko ayetimi age se wo beboa yen
enti say ya anwa emmo tin tomatoes ntade empaboa ye bia wahye dada wonsan ehia enye ntade dada na emom de yebetime de yache amano ayeye monfa meboa yen ne yefa mamobrofo ekunafo enyanka ne ewusia
ebusuafo yemfa ye ho hyem na propose prepa obo aduponko mu yenyankopon obeyiye wiye sompa achede ekunafo ene enyanka ne so wo mu bedidi say yesika fatu ahomatrofo iso 0598559802 meet mu biem 0598559802 edia wo so yetara one media
Anasa Blessed Foster
branya bosome ne bebodwa trada na de amode dom yen no ye de ama ekunafo yi mu amu ye bi afie twemu no emu adanse de de mu amunim sompa achede
2025 Yaba
Defense Clinic aye sciatica expert sciatica no wo nerves na wo to ase na fa wo siremu na fa wo nansia besi ase ho no se ho techema eno ene ye fa ne sciatica na etimi bubu wo to ase ka wo se dwe wo siremu wo je ho ba bia enye na eno na 21st Clinic ba ye adwuma pa wo mu ye ntia baso bo ma je ne wo Ghana ha ene amono ne enya asem ketewa wo mu je international awards ahodo wo mu je local awards ahodo na anu nso na wo mu bie the only sciatica research and treatment center in Africa bibrim ha no ebi ni ba bia je 21st Clinic nkoa wo mu de bibiduro ene besa o yare no masa de machine aka ho eya yare sabia yare bia wutimi de ko ne mama ade ba ko a wo magidi wo mu pa no eye sciatica ena stroke nso de kwa diabetes ne hypertension ne ade Ghana ha ba bia wo mu ho enkran ha sese ye wo Tantra Hill runabout se wo free enkran eba ye wo wonsa nifa so wo frama saman so na eba nso a wonsa bonkum so e ho na wo behu ye 0540311311 0540311311 na se 21st Clinic still wo mu ye sciatica expert
tontonte yenum nsane e fa adwen ne e fa adwen mpa se na nim se brebi beba ama tonti na 74 upa ye ne simple T74 abeye adru tonti na 74 ana T74 asa twe ya dwene asina nanom dodo so se de na dodo bua ma na nanom enyare basabasa no saa na tonti na 74 ana T74 ebu anipadua no ema immune support enti obi onum bie no abrebia ne ho den tonti na 74 yi nso ya ye no se nsuo krokro wa kama enti ba bia wonam bia obetimi de wade akọ samene wa anka fi na ekroyi eda no nko na wie ye wa bra mennom T74 se mennom tonti na 74 menya hoɔden mennom ne da bia T74 yi eye hahama ene ye de aye na DHC ena aframa na ye kama saa no T74 ahoɔden ne apomuden ko a wokɔ pharmacy ana ba bia to nro bia ubenya tonti na 74 yi bia to T74 yi enye ma oba wa fa afuro ana obi a ɔma nufoɔ ana se obi a onya mfie dumienu eto phone 05016289931 and 0246073498 FDA agi adwadie nkratoi atom.
Techimano Fui, Electroland Abeja, near the Munamunia Mapanina Swabo. Wait, yeah, Thursday, yeah, 10th April 2025. Raya showroom for front and Kumasi Techiman Kwanaso.
Yeni Roma, sorry, Dino, and I said Backsword Nedia Nimshe.
Property Samsung, TCL, Media, NASCO TV, AC, fridge, gas cooker, washing machine, deep freezer, home theater, microwave, blender, kettle, rice cooker, and any more papa kahunina. Now when in baby, it count for baku 50, ebenya 15% discount. Any achedie, it's a rabatadie, kahuna, senyao.
Yeah, because what I must say, Sir Murasuti SOMPA 106.5 FM for God and country. 16 minutes past 4, exactly 5. You activate our lines. Kai number mobile phrases so. But what number 0260196064 0260196065. And the chat Yabekwa Marasona Yeni Samuel Amwa, Deputy National PRO for the GPRTU na yenanedin komonewi live on SOMPA 106.5 FM Ewakra. But there, whilst we are waiting that particular call, no, Yanko Daminko Kukan China. Let me find out from Kuka. Kandai constituency. BGDP said the Ekoso Hono Kuka we need the H3. Wabra the member of parliament Emma Kandai constituency. That's a Moko PMO Tamale High Court on the elections. Na there Tamale High Court no elections ready as abano e was oboko na womo ekotubio because womo twem. Na twemu amuso mo twemu no then na the current MPP MP no eka nti sankomo we nyina ade a yebeba so enche live here SOMPA 106.5 FM but mami nko na me mami nua Samuel Amoa Akwaba Sami na tisan
me hu ya pa prof na wo so
me ba mtwa me ho den pa that is it
nyame ase
adwuma mboko de
oh nyame adom yegusun kakaka.
Say, Bronya na de unity I don't know because academia nsa na yera Bronya bosuminum na ye bisa say afi no kwadwe ya akwanhia no na no odin o say me bisa say GPRTU enhihia ben na mude gu akwamu a muni mu adrabo for kasa because sabre nhihwe mu ya eda ho ekire say akwanhia dodo na esi na no 80% of akwanhia no America 10 supidi bebrebe no. Ekwan ben so na mo fa so aboni adroba for no ebekasa.
Me da se prof nyame nhyiraw ene adwuma pa wo ye de bo man Ghana mami nhyiraw no atiefo nchi adroba for Ghana na ye said ya okay no kre pepepe edu time aye approach Christmas ya na pressure abakrum na pressure ne bakrum nso aneja ya na akwanhia ne ade etesisi adroba for ni bi so de mra show mo nsam ye niama bi ye emfa kwan mu ni ade Elunti me no kasei yegusua ye ko station by station intensive education yegusu ni drivers ne kasa ne kura me no kasei na ye mubinum ewo tashi ye ni tashi welfare ni o ma driver fo ehia ene chese ye de kasa kire ekoma omo se omo bebo omo homode ama oma ya hweye ewo Christmas ya ye babe wuramu na American tente can say wo drive ya wa bre na so still out that so air drive ebiemu so any drinking and drive and afa nubone gitingitin bia ya omo fifa afane ade kaka ni nyina ye de futuo enamu a ye de ma omo ade ba ko nso ane ani omo ka ho asempa ebiemu nso obecha akra me ababo ntene se or timpanimfo anase the task force egukrum ma o ye driver ni o ko charge on approved fare na ye nsa so mu a ade enu bedi ni nyunyu ni nyina so ye na mu eno so ye bo hu dawuro ka kire ya hyenkafo ne se ye de ye nim se omo no ya hyehyɛ prices the amount enti omu ni prices na ya hyehyɛ amount no so if you say o ko ka wa afo na ye susu so omu di se adwuma no ho na se ye kyew de a ene pani bia ni wo bebedi wachi na mponi yechi wuwi a yekobo okwadu anase yekotwe waso no uba nso a internally ni nso no ye internal sanctions at the mount nti we ni niama yegusu a ye kona fe can say aside that nso no yegusu fan from him to say the mama yakwenya radio suni TV suni ade na yegusu ye border said the be Christmas ye betime di na sumdwemu ni nyina yetimi ekowura 2026 ewo enigye.
Now, I don't know for the because it's one thing going to speak to them, it's another thing. Say, one metie no mudia ye juma. Now, it's seven na mudia gua kwema mube timidia say. Futu na mudu koma driver for no ampa wamati no mudi ye juma de.
Yes, they said okay, and okre driver for ni bi wo ho a aso din fo ankasa nso wom, and e bi so ho a oni omu kasa nso omutie na ni nyina mu no ade ba ko pe na ye education ya na yeguso because ye ni mechanism bia ye dey check o kwan so mo nam kwan so for now. But as I'm speaking to you, GPR to ye the niam egu akwan mu a ya sha ase kra ye we installation of devices be ye dey check niam e wo cars me no ya sha ase ye ba be di hujuma 20 going for 2026 e be di juma kese pa e wo most of the long distance vehicles ni mo. But as I'm speaking to you, need ye ensure the mechanism be ye dey check o mo kwan so na mo internally no ni stations ni de ye gusu a ye dey education e dey ma ni ye bom pa se kasa ni o mo kan so mo betie e be say wo be sha be ye busumi e be utubu se niama abras kakra ye nim se kasa ye gusu a ye ni o mo kan no em se etimi ekon kakra ye ntimi nya 100%, but we know say ni aye a bit my yield good results.
Adebakwa sabre ayira every system numa ame ha me pane ye aposifo a mo bakwan so a mo kura speed guns a ye mo dey check speeding e wo ya kwantempo ahodo so eno no me hu sa aposifo ne ye bio na sansi seye no monya ho popoye adekude nti aposifo ne nye bio anase mo na mo dey complain ko ye e mo fi kwan no so.
Prof Abochi yamfa complain bi anko ene yenim die nti nso a eno nso no omagyae ye because wo se medi kan say yeni mechanism dia okwan no so a ye dey check yom ye dey ahwa ni say station o ba betuka ye ni o maka say ahwa say o ties ye papa ka ni roadworthy u driver no nso a u tuka na ko no nso na at least apomudin mu no yenim say obetimi akọ na kane no nanka mia hudo bebre ho a unam na wo ye du ho pepepe na oye ma show no aka say dabi o aha ya over speeding fo gina ha ntimi ntomebo baby wo ho a utumu sa ha wo say na police fo no wo we bia devices bia wo de check omo no ma akọ ho ni ade no ni nyina na wo kwan so omo check sabre ni ama ni nyina enni ho wo say ye ka say enye commercial drivers nkwan na nam kwan so private drivers so enam kwan so inti ye nam stations aye ne ye driver for kasa. What about the private driver na ono nso nam kwan so ono nso betimi akọkọ no de aba beka ka de obekọkọ fa e de aba beka eye commercial driver na ye ne kasa no edu weekend na obo na ebi mu akọ ayie no makọ no sani ade na pe driving basa ebi o wa traffic block no mo yi afa ho kuri edi hyiaw ni nyina ya ade bia ensem fata nti nka no no de nka posifo betimi aboa e we akwantempo no so papa am susu se nka going forward the Christmas mu nka yewura IGP yewura yewonu betimi deploy police personnel e de akokwan so asan ye se dwumadie na ye de ye ni problem e ya de I will comply.
All right, mama, now I said that brand biano ye be din kobo na sabre National Road Safety Authority for yana oti omonkande.
Prof, National Road Safety Authority. Nka obehe last year by this time say na nka road safety for na ye ni can say road safety for ni GPR to ni akambum ye intensive education ye co station by station ko di juma hodo ni ade. As I'm speaking to you, by ye dey asototo to form na I say mahode aba fam awode aba fam no ye dey asoto form ehunu say sika ebia ye de be so masene de didi say adwuma na em say omonsanka nti ama adwumadie na kofom eno so yade be ha adwempa na wo say national road safety so de omonti say DDL a omunya akwanya enyenya sika bi efiri baabi fine bi ne de ekeka ka ho but akoye say aban na say aban ni tibi show because sabre de enti omonka kura mini akojo usu say nanka ubika nanko afre mizamo a ye ba station ha ye ne mo ba be education o organize drivers we ma ye wa ha no mo na ma no say sabre wonti omonka ye dey asuto from na akwa say nneɛma ɛsɛ sɛ nkɔm de gu akwan mu mbɛtumi ayɛ sɛ adwuma no nyinaa no abafo ɛde ama wo kwase paa nyame nhyira mo
nyame so nhyira paa SOMPA 106.5 FM for God and Country Yene Samuel Amwa deputy spokesperson for the GPRTU nationally in autism no edin komono ati koka yeah yemra na yenhwe eye Matthew nyinam asam no minim tsa wadi akire say one year ewo pandai ebi mo ye kire say omuhia Matthew nyinam then abeka fa asam yi
I feel say lives of every human being matters and the safety any bimbo was a potem ho any constituency no e ade ehia me pa enti me mpese me ko inside ye mesre say the appeal na waye no the system and the process say ombediati ama bibi akoyi no mo be hwe na asunduaba aho astati asi uhuru menye emma emfa so ma bibi boni bia ensi because obia nkwa ho hia enti minihwi ameka de meka ni say ye mamra no nkoso say e appeals court ebe kosa process ni yenhwe na process and I'm happy senior parliament so aka no yenhwe na emra na nye adwuma na yenya better interpretation ni sa no nyina eno na meka
mami na so na mami ko binua ima mami tie on this particular subject
I think say the menu and the kind no the law must work and I make say in politics and in democracy no emotions my ma ho kwan the emra na ka no na yeden yemfanye den enya adwuma because me utie enuanim bia de omo kan say as like they are trying to create an impression say and am say NDC were buying no and am and the enya sa judgment here but it's not the case yeah utie unim the course in the case of Asenof in the case of Honorable Judge Kwesen tama court order say ne ho ne ye be run no man no jufo ne sore ka che say there be you ntime parliament enche bia say o ye rem sunfie it is still there. Dear Nasa in this case, the point is that yanya by elections be broken her. But we had the most critical by election. Make out yourself say no. Do you know why? That was the first time we had a very uneven numbers. I friend hang parliament. Government of the day no more here majority nature will be NDC was in opposition by then. Judge question and I'm so I'm for T was not no. You can say no problem. We encourage you sit na free home. You see ABCD is not in conformity with the CI 127 I guide the electoral process in Ghana here. Every fan say no so dual citizen nti you see yen san koye rerun. And this way nya gidie ye koye. Aban by they came with the because but then everything was in their favor. But we won the election. What I don't know why they are afraid. They no musuru. Because he insists and Matthew more very critical. There's no way Omaka say there's an infringement of a law somewhere, but a buying of the day. No, now, I'm some more example. One say you to abandon this 2024 about to. So okay, I say a lot of seats be eba contention. Okankwe Central, even is a woman drudgery. Techiman sa CIBM abilikuma. Honorable Patrick Boma. Ye call ya ye who say no, the end is in there winning no. We won the election, but he was declared winner. Christopher Bayer in the case of Techman South, NDC won, but when they check the pin sheet, no Mukuli say no, James Akwasa won. He was declared, and there and Sawoma Drudgery, Honorable Anodon Pre. Only there's a issue by. So the point I make can say, the people of Bandai, yes, see, didn't idea assembly court and say there's a breach. And that's all called the CI 127 now. Regulation 43 no from I to H. How coalition should be done. Say moto abandoning all the polling stations now. The two major stakeholders are the MPP and the NDC parliamentary candidate. No, give them a copy of all the sums of polling stations in now. Your own test will by Bikrano or something call for Ray count. These are stated provisions in the constitution. NDC for Yasim Yanesede. Yasim Yanese, Tama Yato Abanuye no. You will send him behind the end cause ye. Omo the coalition there. Too free now. Echo any tamale. Videos ne batch say the NDC parliamentary candidate of the day was not around. So on what grounds did you declare the results? Yakwa Batu, you felt like you have won. I've always say if you won, what is the rush? Samima Winia. And Nipa I've respected in this case. Honorable Patrick Boma. What's I saying about one Kasau? Tamaye Niaji NDC for Niaji. He kept quiet because you know what he has. What there's some who is the MP today? Or not the MP? And say Martin, you know why did you have to go to Tamale for them to declare you as a winner? Because rearrangement of a coalition set now, it must come in an agreement with the two parties, the NDC and the MPP. You never get to say okay, you know, school A baby get to say and not me and so on. You never call police station and I say yes, any I could declare. And you know. One yes, I know the court Malia now could declare. The NDC have everything it takes to what to send the matter to court. And a judge in the 80 who said no, there's a breach of constitution. There's a breach of constitutional provision to know or call for order. I think so. A final state of execution. My prayer is that on Timina there and find the court to hear to put that injunction. If not, I've seen demonstrations that almost say if no matter no vote, they should go and then whoever wins is does the decision or the choice of what the people of what. Banda for me, let's respect the law. There's no breach of any law anywhere. There's a breach of constitutional provision, especially regulation 43 of the CR 127 no, in the Indies for the court. And you see, don't be surprised about something. This is not the first time an MP lose a case in terms of now by the also. In the case Sydney West, MPP won, but it was declared for NDC. You get my point. So what I'm saying is they should not the name of what they enjoyed for the first time in our Ghana history under their time the fastest ruling in our apex court. Assembly 2 hours, not judgment. All right. And I think so let's respect the law.
Okay, so about my court mandais is the air course.
Tamale, Dimo, original minister, computer, almost all of them were in court. So we realized that, well, let's see what the ruling will be. But before that, we have already prepared our appeal. Any state of execution, because we knew that with the kind of behavior, not only put you up, one if you have the beat, so after that, immediately, judgment. We want to file both the state of execution and the an appeal immediately. And I asked every former MP, yes, he had it, they live in a several man, so only or the twin chain and all boy. By the end of the day, you have to say, what the appeal court will also come out and say. So now that's what is going on.
Okay, but we are highly confident, sir. Your decision I'm appealing, you come out victorious, Anna.
Very confident in the sense that elections are governed by law. Ufa CI 127 as amended now. The Pierre Nimoa, Okaya, everything that chair was saying, there were breaches in the 2024 elections in Pandai. Nothing. Nothing. But Ufa, I think it's now. There were 152 police stations. And they all Pandai. All agents signed to those particular things. All the 152 police stations now yet to abandon. There was no objection except 2 police stations. And now agents will be protected. Say, one is NDC, one is MPP. But who protected? But they say that's like the one they catch about verification. No. One protected about that one. And the side and also agents who protected say ballot people don't know say yes for ballot only 2 and also protected. These are the 2 things now outer over protected. And I hear the coalition now moving from Pandai to Tamale. There were problems. If you want going, watch some footage after 8 or no before 8 and 8, you will see how NDC vandalized the coalition center in Pandai. And some of this is not the first time I see even the Accra constituencies in the
Yo, yeah, because I must say, ABOTCHIE SOMPA 106.5 FM Forgotten Country. Somewhere 2 days ago, we had a conversation with the current NPP MP for Pandai constituency, and then we just decided to do a playback of the conversation that we had together. But
I think so. The first submission, no, I think it's highly regrettable.
They were here.
Say Omo Kono, they had prepared their petition already
because they knew that what the outcome was going to be.
Have you observed something, the difference between NDC and NPP?
Difference better.
Okay, the case of Atuforsen, Tama, Attorney General arranging
ambulance case,
no. Anytime NDC,
ambulance now says go on.
Asa.
The Google camp we are born on, and I'm answering now. Oh, me busa.
We are no beside the question.
Oh, okay.
So, once the NDC have a press conference, we go into the matter. Will say no. We should charge no money to force in this one. The whole issue has to border on say or some certificate which was supposed to have been done by the finance minister, then Honorable Setekbe, and to force in there echo ye. And they said no, he did so under the directives of what this boss Honorable Setekbe. So the American say, Waba, speak to the issues. In the case of Judge Question, no, Yechira will say, Tama Oko Peke forms, no attender in the letter say he doesn't want to be a citizen, he doesn't want to be a citizen of Canada. Just that because of COVID internet, and my name the delay, those were the things we're speaking to. And so issue about say so they suspected that this ruling was not going to go their way. What this was it suspected? Or no, we said the way the case was going, because I mean this in lawyer no time I end this before by no. Say in the coalition at Tamale no, why was the NDC man not present? And NDC case and said you were not informed. He could not answer that. Those are the critical issues you should be answering. Not say I say Dunketia Kokota and I say Dr. Rashid Tango Kokota does not change the judge mind. Does it? What then added to this?
But what will you try to conjecture was
so I like the word. I like the word conjecture. So in that conjecture, no, I can. I mean, I'm not cutting you short, though. But in that conjecture, no, I can also see.
Nyabutre.
No, because
also Odrin say at the end of the year said the mpanyinfo we are back court you idea say the say na judgment na beko. So that was the right way.
Onim party no ni di adwuma no.
Onim party no.
Onim di omutumi ye.
NDC. Then omutumi ye. Then omutumi ye.
Oh, my Chief Justice. O mama no due process. Ya go through all the process we ni yi no.
Me ba to nyabotrema no. Meti o.
See we process.
Process be na ye nwie.
Was she given a fair hearing?
O mama no fair hearing.
No.
How?
Nipa na odi asem no ono a ene beneficiary. Yes. And also a referee.
A panel.
Yeah. You see, me, I feel say there is always a gray area where our democracy can grow. But it drew baby my interest. I feel the sad story about the current Chief Justice issues ni nyina me can me feel so be in ho afiri mu no amankofo be lead issues ni nyina so that I will come court nsem sa normal we nyina ka ho bi but I don't think say obi beka onim de wahu onim de wasida and he was saying things that has happened. And mama clear example DSC. And to me ma asem na nya asem. Me I've decided not to go into those things because should anything say social media and it's man, I don't want to make a BB, make a BB.
But even with the presence of the party chairman, our court order, and then Dr. Rashid Computer Tanko, the presence, maybe who say because Rashid Tanko, the deputy director of elections for the NDC, and in the presence of the court, it doesn't smack of any thing. And That's it.
No. I mean, watch your okay.
No, but even especially in the 2020 election petition.
Yeah.
Uhu Nanado will go through. He never stepped there a single day. He said, sorry. He said, Nanado. Uhu no. He said, John Dramani went there. If not for anything at all, his status in life, was above any other person in that room. Did they change the ruling?
But which year the now?
2020 then America.
2020 election petition.
The NDC they call you.
The NDC they call.
2012 election petition.
2012 then Mama court.
Don't catch you say.
No. I will not allow it. Or say 2020. Mahama court. Nanado and court. And America say. Young go back 2012 say Mahama so anko court intend me and van case.
So that answers the point. Say
me man in case no dey me enko
no dey my enko. You see the MPs claim they say party chairman and party panyi for
we all know the influence. We all know the influence.
Okay, so it means that's what you're doing.
No.
But if not, on what inference are you making?
Papa where Okoma animal farm judgment. Papa no animal farm judgment.
You describe the judgment as an animal farm judgment.
I don't know the kind.
Who judgment?
Say all people are not the same, no.
Yes.
Some didn't call high court.
So you see, I put it says on.
Okay, assembly abuse of human rights.
Papa now can be specific.
Okay, in the case of Abronya.
Debbie, I want to hear it from you. So no, Debbie.
The point is that you know, I've always said so. We live in a country with about 30 million Ghanaians. You don't expect all of them to be saints. The excesses of some of this unacceptable to happen. Relax. You have chief senior members of the NDC condemning that ruling. If not for anything at all, the government spokesperson, the official mouthpiece of the government, Honorable Felix Ofosu-Kwakye, condemned that act.
But he was rewarded.
We were a senior communicator in the case of MP Sweeney. Said this thing categorically on TV3, condemned the act. So it is not the case. You see, when I've always said so, government will bring something, but when how you crack the whip is the most important thing. You have people condemning that act. So how do you come here to make the case say Obiama animal judgment?
But he was rewarded.
Forget about. Don't place premium on the reward.
He was rewarded.
Rewarded in a good way.
Within the time now, you can say he can't join. Yeah. Swearing court judges now saying joining. And I'm going to buy.
Anytime go for Obia or no, you from a parliamentary candidate voter in Rebecca.
All right, so SOMPA 106.5 FM for God and country. But Coca, now some monitor on social media.
Yeah.
Now be why
I don't want to talk about it.
Hey,
Yanka about
Debut. No, but why are they?
On me.
And you're going after him like that?
I'm not going. Who can me go after? I saw your bar, make up pen.
Debbie on your bar, copero.
Debbie.
So, we still me bu akunta be in trouble.
Those issues are being dealt with here.
Hey,
that was episode 2. So
I know episode. Now, lawyer Atachia's description of Kennedy Japan.
Because politics, politics. Oboni din eka asem no.
Oh, that's a nra.
The fact that
nyabotre. Enra me Atachia ekasai ewa ha. And he agreed say. Ayo nwabati.
Yo.
All right. I mean, me say wa uti da hey
and kasem na me freezing machine cause it me aka ahwefo ne atiefo enyam na me tifidie na chi
o go ka we dey maku bi o but I had an interview with him over here and he did say me bisan a straightforward question and the question was on say
Mitiewu intibate me akan ma obuza no.
Utie.
Mitiewu o ka kire wo say obuza say honorable Ken betumi I present or see you
about me as a competitive edge
yes.
For everybody. And I will say it in a way, yeah.
And you know, enkomo we are done Ghana for na wie no. You are just being emphatic. Now we can say honorable Kennedy Akumprekwe Japan is not fit to be a president of the Republic of Ghana.
The judge said he could do certain things, but that office I wonder whether he has the temperament to fit into that role.
He hasn't that temperament.
Oh yes, he hasn't gotten it. So long as I'm concerned, and also the track record is showing, the evidence from his own mouth is showing us. Unless people do not want to have regard to, records. That's the president. They can insult you, but you should absorb it by way of maturity and deal with people. It is right now, we need to see who has the presidential temperament to fit that role. And the track record is there. You don't need me to tell you. Yeah.
Wow. What if, sir, that, Ekobada say Kennedy winning presidential primaries now? You don't think, sir, somewhere it will come back to hunt your presidential candidate if that should happen?
It will not hurt anybody. What they are there. You can't change the facts. You see, unless you say so, and then there's a couple, but he wants to overhaul his personality. How would he change it? He will do what you say. He knows best to do. So I don't get the point, Kra. How is it going to hurt anybody? It's going to hurt MPP for their choice. Obviously, you know that. Yeah.
And that will not come as a worry to you?
How would it be a worry to me? If they choose what will hurt them, why should they worry anybody? That is their choice. If they choose anybody who is not a presidential material and hasn't got their presidential temperament, they are fixed with the consequences of their decision.
All right, Etikoka, what's a lawyer attaching? What would you make out of a young command and ramen in the DA?
Say a kotuaba na ye mistake ekotuaba manipa emwa on hana hon campaign. Enya sa no kai.
En command me boss is here sa no kai.
Or say Honorable Kennedy ebetumi aye bibia. But we need the quality, sir. Obetumi the eye president.
Sure.
Makandi ewu hanama sense subio. Presidential ambition. Say o mastermind from age 50. No, from age 40. Well, Lusu. Presidential from age 28-30. No one who baby obejina. Because the recall of your useful life. Eneka. Me can any mistakes in be and Mbeka say me pesa me president. But the reality also is say obey a noble person. Positions be wo hwa e betumi aba ba wonni sa de bi a waye ani suban bi a wada nti entumi nye possible. Eno de wo ho. Enti hwenkofo bi wo parliament ene omo ne ye utumi hu se ba bi o mpese omoko nkrofo bi a ma omo siu upese omo hu obi ye now di maamefo atem di asofo atem omo ye integral and components of structures a making up society a ema the word Ghana a function and there will be say culture is a way a group of people live. And if your administration of your temperament, your human relations, does not define that lifestyle now, you can be a very a popular, a famous, but the baby wa to me presidency in senior Christonia. Also was sacribedias overdue software no. President a noble profession. And a lot of people forget that a noble professional or lifestyle no and yet a dear man for pair emfa. What do you tia madam nipa de tiano? Ovo so tiwa or tiwa shemi din kasedi na my mistake akwa to abama. Honorable Kennedy Ejipon, radical station had a date or the bedroom second of maybe a more come to me a ginano. Nay, as mom said, me Hambe Casa, and no me catch a mammy said, you kukumi, because me baha, what can I defend? Principles of life. It says about me, dear Becca fan winning I can't we. There is nothing new.
Sasra Kennedy, the Becca fan winning I see I can't we.
The tapes no half any able.
That's about me as tips no economic lectures are making when the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate would expose you.
Sato is forcing. So a two atu is forcing a din into a quadratic equation and atu is forcing say oh yeah juma 2027 ever daddy.
All right, man, that's it. I'm in Timinana quickly.
Yeah, I think say when you fall baby say say achijide say soro adie fukura na ono de onto bi nanka MP for asem na banka me dem can be the but then I police say democracy we are practicing, you don't need one party system, we need a oh missing I don't know why so it's in as much as MP for the Nabano, but we should also be interested. But there be a mekase betana ha na wanye we na it's a wake up call for all of us. And once there's a stronger opposition, no, it makes you bring out the best for the people of Ghana. And you know, I also equally have a say on this matter. But I am not here to be the spokesperson for Ken. But what I want to see is say, oh, where the player now, I want to humbly submit to Baumia His Excellency, and say they should take it easy. From where I sit, by the any political experience, no, I don't need a rocket science to tell me that His Excellency Baumia will win this premise. He will definitely win.
We are sure, sir,
like the way it was very obvious in the 2024 election.
You are sure, sir, Baumia will win.
I am telling you, and I'm saying emphatically, I'm not a prophet, but this is my political experience. I don't need anybody to tell me that he will win. He will definitely win. But you know the point. You see, there's a point here. And you know that point. So, say if MPP, even in the days of 2023, no, there was an established system. And my honorable king in Japan, and now what kind of temperament? So the matter, it means 37%. I mean, you should accord that man. But I've only said, hey, His Excellency about Dr. Mahmoud Bamia. The contest we now is about percentage contest. Can you imagine say you are to buy His Excellency Bamia I win with 50-something%? What signal does it send? Say we have a good number of people, about 40% counting within the MPP class, who does not believe in his candidature. So the important thing is that getting all of them on board, not this kind of messages that seeks to, despair, that is not accommodative enough. It's not helpful. Look, Mamika said, regardless, you have 2-point-something million of MPP candidates who does not believe that Baumia can be president. Aside the good characters, who can you know? Kennedy have always said, the Ebeka for Baumia, it was also presented on the ballot in the economic lecture. And Ghanaians rejected that in an enormous fashion. So if you want to help the man, it is not about those comments, but rather like this comment I ever say, and it is very, very despicable. That's the least I can say. But then the most important thing is say, as members, no, we also need Kennedy. MPP cannot win election without the contribution of Honorable Kennedy Japan. If not for anything at all, and polls are ever, Mr. Danko say His Excellency Baumia be winning. But he's even going to say Kennedy is getting about 18 or 20% with some good number of percentage that they are undecided. It means when you even give you some good percentage, over 20% as a young to abano. Can you win an election without 20%? If not, say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, Emma Baumia gaps I gap here. In the past 9% is been an winning. Atamus won an election in 2008 with barely 100,000 votes. Who quantify the percentage? So what it means is in election process, no, every vote count. So Mr. Coker and Abronyam, I'm not in their capacity to advise them, but I want to humbly submit to them, say, if they want the discourse for Baumia, they should tame down with some of the comments. Right. And I think if they election, how do you go back to Ken and say, I want to reconcile? I've always said in elections, no, and I say in party, no, the things that happen inside, no, the Ghanaian ball in the end does not KO. It's about what you come and tell. And at the end of the day, no, credibility is very key. Say Kennedy Bejoina, I think maybe Beka. Also, say Kennedy winner, even on the unlikely scene, what would you say about him? Because at the end of the day, the MPP is the focal point.
All right.
And I think the NDC we have a good leadership that some of these mistakes will never repeat them.
Now I say, but my main capture Tontina 74. That's with German. So my catcher say do drew Kessia with German. So Kutia Yadua Bebre, Kaka Yare Kwankro, Obia Onum Kankain, Brebomo how Wahawamo problems. Jinso ya Nankaze Yem crew. Utanasi kakra na una se atatai pacho bombo na kopetonti na 74 T74 eno na beka wasema mawo the draw way say we oba wa fa fru anase o makoda no fo a wonnum we akoda unya ni fie 12 years a wososo wonnum na adropa bi etu won kran ha bombo na fa wani kire Okaishi drug lane na o kuma se a Ashton Colinac Herbal bombo na fra 0246073 again 050162893 Tontina 74 yakachiro say dudu kesipa Electroland Ghana Limited hona kwa benya electronics pa bene pa say your fridge say your washing machine kettle rice cookers microwaves blenders any other electronics you can think about remember where to go Electroland Ghana Limited okoto adia ya ma 15% discount me pa so we check masia but what enough with the chair a Cassie Junction and as a Tech Junction one cranya a dental barrier Dansuman runabout industrial area any Malcolm Plus and didn't share anymore Sunyani Mankesim Cape Coast Takrade Nina Abu a year Electroland Ghana Limited we about to from 0245 949495 0245 949495 Yadika I catch you say Sumpa OB bus and Ochna Pia Dumois the studios ni nyina eko aye Katamanto ho na ye studios no eko me pa cho ye beka ye news wo ho Ghana Today ye be brewo Prophet Dr. Kofi Oduro e de Sompa First Service e be brewo ho eno achi no ye de aye mobro asem e be brewo but before that no ewia premotro no e be ba onchen na mobro asem no ewia na me kobla ABOTCHIE ke prof me ne mapamfo senior bright Sarfo kantanka ne Patrick na yesu atanase na for God and country no na dia bremo from Katamanto one of adwumadi ho ka Yat toothpaste Yat toothbrush Time Herbal mixture Bell Beverages 21st Clinic and a multiple quest we matter for inquiries and reservations obetimi afre 0547 548 538 0547 5485 38 RSD Norvigi Studios RSYD Norvigi Studios my chop so twesini na sini na person twa here good location and patcho ma sheda ye studio bebre kese gbagaya ukowa studios bebre de wo ho na studios no so mu fe patcho location bi a wo pese wo have now the year usini no ho uko RSYD Norvigi Studios and patcho benya na patcho cameras omu use dey abefu dey bi o ento omu twa mfonyi na emu da ho clear me patcho se opese uko photo shooter ba modern na fa we chere RSYD Norvigi Studios na opese utwa social media skit we skit artist na ope professional backdropper RSYD Norvigi Studios abusuan omochi akwan ewo nkran malama biase bia ewo First Crow Street me ba experience the creative environment where your vision becomes reality. But also book his studio where Fred 057 47 15778 and 030 397 4822. Let's create something extraordinary. RSYD Norvigi Studios. That's where your dreams and your visions become reality. Now me patcho say obetimi afre. Now, what do I drink? Should I be boy 0260 196064 0260 196065. Ubet me after now do I drink? Should I be boy na Kaibio say John's bread and pastry say womo aye kinky omo no adokono a sabri ubet me akọ kinky ni bi ato temperature sabre uko aye John's bread and pastries are omo aye dokono a womo ton 3 Ghana cedis. But make a home so much. I'm in for Afrefo. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Asumje and council, but I want to say.
I got money.
I got more Adaban patrol you.
Hello?
Yeah.
Tell me them. They know what you want.
But I got more Utemenka. Yo, I got more Adaban patrol my NTOA. Beton Kappa, Jenny Moyanko.
Me put you up Banco Beria. And I hire the papa drama Samana Wukan. Overhead a year runabout on Sonia Brokra. Turn up what peso. There's a 24 year. Bye.
May I say so much? Hello, good evening. Hello. All right. Wait, hello, good evening. All right. Or also still I wait to be okay, let me talk to this caller. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Me bacho when I'm in the cafe.
Evangelist, what is written?
What is written? Me bacho yeda seba kwaba yeti.
Na apom ti say.
Apom you na swear.
Me chia papa pa juma pa we na me nshira what is.
Nyame so ensure what is written.
Na we nshira kwanhia na esan ni na mu.
Yeah.
Na onabo attaching house today. Onabo attaching house dey bad. Professor, the company was also on your town. Now, Honorable Kennedy, the real 1 year he will. Every company for the back of it. Yes, woman say Kennedy debate you woman in power by your time. Here, Massive German of a company, Yampany, and not a Macatra woman. The women are acting Massive German. Now, Company, not the other small dear Yampany. Woman in Potty say, but we need to be a banwa. Ebebano. It was about not only one listener. Then upon tomorrow, I do it that what clay. Now the country, a friend say, Kennedy say, I did a bar, Obeka Malafaka. It's a good question. It's a mocha such a munya Saint Banka. Kennedy saying, I could possibly be near Banwa. One more thing, I moved to me, a professor at the back when they say, you turn 19, I go past you. And you talk man was you. Nyagopon shen so akoma engoma David media dey we Israel memu ono ne ka se David obi e na akoma so David akoma ye and so for biri ekunkum nipa Nyagopon di nachi e dey ampa wo se Kennedy muso enim kasa e fa so na akoma ye nko ade a Nyagopon so ahwa akoma mu na akoma ye nko ade mo na ma tire nyira mo kasa tire nyira mo ye kwa e go fi ada wa ka na mi tire to bi o se na Nyagopon ne ko school na Kennedy economist. What can I say? That's what I'm going to Kennedy. Oh, do you?
Mami, now I say what is written. Evangelist.
If I can say, I'm going to chat to. So I present some material, and anytime you're talking, I'm going to take my Kennedy noise. You're talking. Some material, I normally say, I present some material, and you're talking to them. Then to my Kennedy, not Kennedy, say.
Mami, that's it. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Me pacho dini baby akasa free.
Sumpa Kaswa.
Hey, Sumpa Kaswa na pacho o te say.
Amia Sumpa.
What are man pacho eti you? Oh, utimi fra won sanka on.
Oh, eye you line no so.
Line no so timi yes sa ka fra fa che me why. Me pacho eti you.
Ai, aboti. Ivory Coast and Africa.
What's that?
Ivory Coast. Africa now.
Ivory Coast. I say Africa, then Cote d'Ivoire.
Yeah, next timber. In your own road and your highway. Give to me.
Roads and your highways. A crime of us, what about to no.
I drive a phone now almost 10 minutes managing. Give to me, Diana. About the whole Ivory Coast in the police speed gun. Oh, for highway to the police speed gun. I would yet look at limit now. That road is a pan on. Put your way a bear mattress as speed in the picture. We a bear at that speed. I got through the 80 and 100 for 120. For 2. Police in the whole quest speed gun. I didn't need to mean it. Yet, Benny for almost in your say. So go for almost in your say. Okay, enough as almost in your say. I think in a sudden area to me to Ghana. Let it be a complaint, accident, in a speed limit, in a care count over speed. I didn't need to mean it. Again, a high end. Aboti.
Yes.
Sanitary pad. Cano Metadia to one year. Last year, a Dubai, another incident to me for 6 months in the party. I didn't import the export because one more pushing up no more yet that. Only import.
Me macho ye na si from mama why na me say bi mudi na chiri
Came to me to factory and for workers in me and produce ya dey wa haya
me so me da se pass over jubadi so hello good evening
bro
yeah me macho one me na ka say
what you say any guy
me macho me won you now so
asafio nyanko pon da me se me wo ya pa me dia na plan ka ta fi kan ta
hey o china de ye no mu nga mu o
Ochade be butu.
Me macho ye ti o
Yo prof Wama me kwende mamentia onabobo acheja openia na dwimu do openia oyen ope enkabo mu openia ompes openia wanye parliament ya moso na ope enkabo mu no ye se delegate mo ye for openi wacheja akomedit chairman ye bibie nya enkabo mu ye nya fenfobia wo mu ye majority leader a mo dey party ni boss wo eye jitire twa na le omo no nam campaign se kekese mu no honorable guy, Prof. Oh, sir, I've been a baby. I'm catching us. We are number 1 journalist. Put me the same before no more. Yeah, I am a junior one and just here. My main question was so as I'm no yampa. Yes, sir. Attaching. Yes, send the brave. But I know the baby. I'm not a majority leader. Hey, you was a chairman. I know no. Yes, no. Send ye, Nana Kufa the man of Quenya. Our day, Parliament or boss. I will be a baby good Mikaso. Yeah, where the money man, where the money man. Say no, MPP, Yankabomu, and the former movement, Yamakabomu, and Kabomu. No, Yapunya platform. Now for cassette will be. So when you find a reunion, again the best say, and now all candidates now open the reunion. You all can say, no, a better than also in your paper at the point in power. And come you and come from the Casa Saka or Casa. What will you tell on who? San only as an open, or the same about me, and different here. Like a trade, I will my way outside, but we are a president after the Naku. Now, so when you was your chairman, Samudi, and do more country, teaching a time. I know when I am about the I'm a say, about the and the two baby as well as I say, came as supposed to, and do more country. Chama, I must say, well, the Prof Kenya, and I say, and I'm here, I'm going to say, and I'm the boy, I couldn't the boy. Oh, said it. Not
but I receive from.
No, what the fuck? I can run more than the phone call. No, I they are going to be. But any person who can send me a good for the before. I we got something I know. What was I mean? Who said? And almost percent about me, president, almost because all the same if I'm a different and never been a perform. I would travel no be a new
Akafia, Maminda was it. Maminda was it. Why? Maminda was it. Obijin, why? Maminda. Hello, good evening. Me Tommy Josu, but I want to make a say. What's the wine? Yo, but I tell you why I can't free.
Make us a free.
But also can't free. Adenta Wadaruman Patriotti, why?
Yo, make us say. Opening yes, Wona, Matisse, Wona, yeah. Interview be my yes, would be say at the day, Canadian Japan. Or the Paco Camara Faka, but what?
Many attach Yanko. Why go in him?
Just the American answer one hour, yes.
Maybe call him. Why?
What me that? Money, dear Tiana say, no crack, say will be a Casania, I may prefer. president Obeka Marafaka than the minister of state or Boya Cromford. Now, a minister be a disca former minister be also prosecuted no Nobakwaji bribe Boya Cromford. Me prefer Ubia or president Obeka Marafaka. No, what me be Juma. What me am I may yadi who says sufficient. Me prefer that person than a minister where you come for. Mr. Ghana war. Baby, or minor do. We are delegates now to a bar. Mr. Mamma, so I say, in the self-interest. What would you say? I don't see, sir. Which young woman who answer? Young man, one, who says, which young answer? Which young woman? Don't want to let any Jimmy. I'm sorry.
Oh, let me. But also, I don't do as a your choice of words.
Me catch somewhere no correct. You know, say you no correct. The guy you going to say, the best young woman.
Yeah, me pacho. You fan community why? Obi jine chire. Wa kwa jira so ache. Ma me ne call you din come. Hello, good evening.
Live from Kantamanto Market, Accra, Ghana.
Wadaroma, me pacho yeti you. Oribon ye ho ye pa yeti you.
You ya da radio say everything. The money too. But temporary come thing. One of the other. After what get that na chama what Brian Campo and the birthday. The me shallow. On one Brian Campo the birthday. On one what the two when they did the me bacho the low battery na ade ne bo boss bacho wadaroma
me bacho o se den
me se na mo low battery ndino ade ne bo boss
oh de bi na ye ka akwanhia ho nsem na atache ansem na o kan ye no
yo me bacho o me mo to everything na me papa atache ade o kan de me nya gbe na se ko to aba na kra japo wi ni a enti no wa we MPT ni I don't know, I don't know. Yeah, pray. Where did the grab boy? And the one over there can I just point to another guy where I just find Papa. We are funny at Dulem, who go promote about you learn. And I let the money where the Tom, or the other country must be of what, or the idea and top, or the minister, would share. And Mamma,
hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening, Abochi.
Yeah, me bacho wana menene kase.
We are Felix Bell, Ahinkwa, Gilo Kobo.
Felix Bell, wadaruma bacho yeti why?
Me da say so wan na kwanya. Na me frɛ Mamicha, the incoming national chairman for the New Patriotic Party, Honorable Boachi Ejako, and the incoming flag bearer, Honorable Kennedy Apon Prepon or Hini Achepon. Them kukudro for our kind of prayer. Now, Abochi, onim dia wo. Ye penny phone dia. Omu type on His Excellency Dr. Bauniechi omu di Honorable Kenneth Temeno. Omu nyem say e ma no ma penny kufo ebe ye president no. Omu di de e wo na aban mu. Omu sa be di de e wo oman penny na na do dan kufo do aban mu. And to send your honorable Ken Cafe party for bread and to move build the party for no. All one them say the honorable Ken Bar. Sam Crawford, woman say, and now they'll be more position. If I'm saying, or the a phone for any other Juma. If I'm saying a phone for no hour, we are police station executives and electoral coordinators. Your bread, yet bread or party. And the woman says, I'm performing in Nano, a car. Honorable candidate. And in Omume can be a fuck papa no send ye be ya. Sanko for any idea ye be to aba e dia mo honorable can. And ye catch the one say. And ye flag bearer keke and ye pe. Ye do dia obet me e 2 million e dia maye. Ah Ghana for be to aba e dia mano. And no na ye papa or 2 for e catch the ye 2023 say NPP for you. Mu kwa yi ni pay. We in the park, Ghana for the tenants up to Abamano. Young fine yet to my and the year other years. It's a police station for your say. After a young shoot, Yaban, and now your president, Eba, a no be twe any Ghana mebu nyina or the adwuma and the Ghana for we yet den honorable king ebe win it medase
Mr. Medase pass up by Jwedi so hello good evening
Ghana ya da
hey now what am I in the say
what yeah what is so true
hey and I see Ghana heading
oh Ghana ya da about the property you see obi correct president Obama could judge you for a fucker. This is it. Obi or true for Sakai. Wow. Would a book catch them? Not that the book ya you da. Now what is that about your true for? Not a book on a magana for all. That doctor. True for the magana for. And that's Amoka. But then, this is not what you get. And now, who cut on the other, I'm going to die about the fucker. Who the book to cut the wall? Yes, I wouldn't remember. You wouldn't who goes here. What the 5 people don't move there. Who put the who was that? Everything more. Who never one guy, movement so positive for him forever because. We are part of we are credible. We are close for part.
Oh, Mr. Kote. Oh, Debbie, Mr. Kote, you best why? You near them our radio so. Yeah. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, yeah.
Me pacho wana menende kasi.
Me pacho bright near me kasa free abosokan.
Yo, wadarma. But abosokan bokore.
Nyamiadu aboso kan de boko.
Ma hu mfonyin bi a nam wabra eye aboso kan penyimfo ne guta. Ekohia eye the trade minister Elizabeth Ofuso Jare wode ato omonim se omonti omoniema no so na lorry first so omonhwe na omonte so. Na omobai no se omode be adwuma na right.
Mpacho mam fa kwenya we so na menchia ya regional chairman. Honorable Ashimo na menchia honorable carry makafi no nepapu e TDC. Media menye sure say aboso kan for edube juma. Because omufri sa meeting as e kra mobile. Sanka yesa omutimi efre omo members no. Na omo ne omo kasa. What is say aboso kan chairman no afre omo members say omo call meeting no trade minister ekohia no. See ena edi tu omo enim enti ni omo oni omo nye juma no. Omo tinu amaso what is this Yebi omo nya omo adwen se omo beti ni amaso e di amaga na fo anase omo tinu amaso e di aboa NDC aban no eye politics ena omo koso eye wo abuso kan because e me bi etwemu 2020 any 2016 aye to abawie na dollar 2020 ni klaro na dollar 17 any 16 and you to abaye ehun se MPP for eye dede e wo abuso kan se omuti omunyam so e di amaga na for na dollar ababe do 10 cedi aga abuso kan for say debi this ye pa omacho ansa na omutimi atimi amaso e di amaga na for a e ba abuso kan e beto spare parts ana di omuye abuso kan ni de enye o enfa kwan so baako say ye misu make sure ye penny for ni say ye wo NDC for bebre e wo abuso kan pass ni mo enye say NDC for enim omuso enwa so ombeso NDC for na ase na omuso enko amanoni enko kra nyama ni bebre ebegum na omutiti so enfa magana for ni de MPP assembly enye masemu ni de me bon pa e kra se confusion kese ebe somuntem na ni papa na e wo mu no yetimi aselete omo abeka
mami da right
MPP for the omo mba pa odi mu
yo yeah that's it hello good evening
afane kasie abochi anyimenya mi asunje kan
nyame asunje so enka so yetie
abochi we ye pa uni abema nana amwakuni
Nana mo akwa okasa frame.
Nekatati S boy ewo ayensuano no constituency.
Yo, wara ma pacho eti why?
The guy na minche income national chairman. Yewa honorable Boachi Ejakon. Na minchia yewa kedi akompe ko Ejapon. Ododo eja, ododo ura oni die adamfo. The only politician ya why politician any scar or the bottom scar $6 million at the cardio center at the check on my Ghana. Na mpem because tap na yewa kedi Japan. Ade ye Ghana mebu akaka Lebanon e bagana no presidential material na come no auto cancer machine check of hospital no your presidential material na no your revenue na no your software na auto plant e check hospital your revenue na opening na minimum sanka opening we ye see we apo school and come your lawyers na ga apo school that is the school be ma for no our be the dunia for MP from I don't know that the Omkasa, I give a Nyansa Emu. In Paris, I couldn't at 2 after the game. Who attack here? What I say, come on, only the phone equals to